Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, I am going to start a new topic, GST, Goods and Service Tax. This is a tax which we are quite aware about whenever we use any service or whenever we buy product, we have to pay GST to the government. It is an indirect tax, and it has substituted or mostly all the indirect taxes like excise tax, VAT, service tax, entertainment tax, luxury tax. All these are the indirect taxes, and we don't need to pay these taxes separately. We have to just pay GST. Taxation power lies in the hand of central government and state government both. Okay, some taxes are given to the central government and some are given to the state government, and there is no distinction between the goods and services. We have to pay taxes in both the cases. Okay, and it is expected to be levied only at destination level, a real consumption place. Only consumer has to pay the GST at the end. Okay, not at the various points of the supply chain. See, this is the proposed tax structure. It comprises of two taxes, direct and indirect tax. Direct tax comprises of two taxes, income tax and wealth tax. I hope you have already heard about the income tax at least. And indirect tax, it may be of interstate or intrastate. In the category of intrastate, two taxes were there, CGST and SGST. CGST means Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST means State Goods and Service Tax. And under the category interstate, there is a IGST, that means Interstate Goods and Service Tax. That goes to central government. Okay, and CGST also goes to central government. Only SGST lies with state. These are the difference among all the three types of taxes: CGST, SGST and IGST. CGST has replaced the central excise duty and service taxes, and it covers sales transactions. It is administered by central government. State CGST has replaced the entry tax, entertainment tax and luxury tax. It covers the taxes of services, and it is administered by state government, while interstate GST is levied on all interstate supplies of goods or services which are sold or transferred. It is applicable to imports of goods or services also. Let's see the applicability of GST. GST on exports is zero rated, but there is a IGST on imports. GST does not apply on, that means there is no GST on alcohol and petroleum products, while on tobacco products there is, where that means customer or consumer has to pay GST on tobacco products. And in fact, government can levy extra percent of tax apart from GST. Extra tax can be asked by government to pay by the customer. Let us see the rates under GST. On necessities, there is no need to pay GST on necessity products. 5% GST is on the agricultural products, medicines and daily needs products. Okay, 12% GST is on the salt, biscuits, computer parts, etc. That means on the utility items. 18% GST on manufacturing services like air traveling, hotel stay, cars, etc. 28% GST on luxury items. like expensive cars, expensive perfumes, or while you stay in a 5-star hotel. In that case, you have to pay 28% GST. These are the benefits under GST. It has reduced the transaction cost and eliminates the cascading effect of taxes. Cascading means uh, uh, effect of like a chain, increasing effect of the taxes. Single taxation point, at a single point tax has to be paid. Reduce corruption, obviously, as the middleman has been eliminated, corruption has been reduced. Uniform tax rate, I have already told you how the taxes are imposed on various industry. They are placed uniformly in all sectors. Cheaper exports. Now exports are become cheaper because there's less. Sometimes we don't have to pay GST, or at lower rates it has been asked for. Reduction in purchase price, and transparency is also here. With this, I am going to end my video. Thank you.